It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give. He breaks a tackle. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. Powers through the defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Leaves it with the running back.
That's on me. Damn.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
They'll leave it with him. Past the first down marker and still running. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. He'll do it himself.
Oh, come on. Hold that block.
Jimmy decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
We drive, so obviously no need to panic, but I know having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because
Gashing the knee on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Here's the pressure. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it here on third and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to try to run the football down here close to the end zone, just not able to punch it in on that last third down attempt. So now they've got 4th down at the 2-yard line.
Here's the snap. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Hauls it in. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
First and 10 from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Running back searching for a hole. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll run for it on third and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last.
You can go for it in your own end zone in the hustle league on 4th and 2.
He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
No, he ain't down double digits.
Referee
Put that, dog.
the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Okay.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Oh,
Tight end makes the grab. It's a first
when he
down.
fucking scores a touchdown.
Gashes the heart of the knee. Touchdown Sooners. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second. First play of the period will be a second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Bunch formation for these receivers. Going to sling it on second down.
Oh no, that was not the play. I thought that was the wrong throw. He got open, but
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Got it looking for a first. Turns it on in midfield. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give to the back.
Bruh, how'd I get stuck on the damn... How'd I get stuck?
Right there as soon as he got
the hell?
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the 45 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time...
There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Send that offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers.
I think that's probably, that's what I said. I think Trey saw something that he like over there.
The football, you can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed. And he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22.
Damn it.
He's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Got his man on the right. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field.
He's going to throw deep right side.
Good throw.
Touchdown, Sooners! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 7 over Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on first down. Under fire.
All right.
He released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Here comes the heat. Finds a man on the left. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Oh my God.
In the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about
addressing what I'm doing on offense. Got to make a stop on defense.
Clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll try the right side. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Dumps it to the back. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes one.
Bruh, how the fuck do you not see that?
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And into the end zone.
This lineman did what he's supposed to do, go find somebody.
Down sooner.
Bro, I gotta figure defense out. This shit
These
is
guys want
terrible.
to make a statement. Statement
Can't
has
make it
been
stop worth a
delivered.
damn.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fights off a defender. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a crease to the left. Oh, he's got some space. finally corralled, but not before. He
Bro,
picks
this
up the
man
first
Spot hold the
down.
ball like a loaf of bread,
Well,
dog.
that's why this running game can be
On his
so
shady
dynamic.
shit.
This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss. He can run with power.
Because
He
you
also
my
has
running back
speed.
on here
We saw it
on my
that
Arkansas
last
team,
play.
Hustle League. That boy hold the
Keeping
ball
it
like a
on the ground with
motherfucking
the running back.
loaf of bread.
He's going to lose a yard
Yeah.
on that one.
That's part of your running back, yeah.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need
Bro,
to
that
come
boy
out
hold
with
the
this
ball
drive
like
and answer.
motherfucking
And the
Shady
running
used
game
to all the
is
time.
not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Shakes off the defender. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Finds the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive... Turning it on! Hard running there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Might as well give it to him again. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
A lot of smiles
be
right
something
now in
that
this
works.
offense. They've got
Gotta
a big
figure it
lead,
out.
and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to him.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USF is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Illinois. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on
Holding.
elsewhere. And he'll be tackled, but
Oh,
there is a
you know
flag
what?
on the field. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air. Right down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how about this defense? Really answering the challenge so far today. This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Bro, why
And
was
it's Washington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
Or if it's pass, they got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has
Tampa
the
Bay.
lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
he wasn't big God them last 7, 8 games? He was bullshitting
So the
bigger.
final period starts with a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Peppers. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Peppers. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do
Boy, this boy's affected the damn inside zone. I don't know how the
Back
fuck.
to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line.
There you go, fellas. Way to share the block.
Stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Arkansas 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that
Bro,
back.
why would he go after the safety all the way down the field, right in front of you?
To get the first down. And the Razorbacks line up.
That's all in the screenplay I just ran.
On 3rd and short.
It was a corner right in front of him. He went out to the safety.
Looking to throw for it. Got it on the outside. It's Washington. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little.
Into the secondary on the right. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open
That's
up this
because
offense.
the receiver went out there
wrong,
the wrong defender. Actually would have been a pretty
Keep
decent
fighting
play.
until the very end of the football game.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The play action fake. He's got him. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Here we go. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Lets it go to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense